Do we really grow old? In love, have you ever asked yourself, at this age, do I still need love? Is intimacy still necessary? Does closeness still matter? Or should I just let it go for a peaceful life? And so, because of shyness, guilt, or fear of being judged, we choose silence. Silence about our feelings, our desires, our loneliness inside a home with no touch of hands. But you know what? There's nothing wrong if you still long to be loved, to be held, to have someone brush your hair, or simply to lean quietly on someone's shoulder after a long, tiring day. Love does not die with age. It transforms from fiery passion to gentle warmth, from possessing to cherishing, from quick heartbeats to longer, deeper, truer glances. Turning 60 is not the end. It's when you finally have time to love, without rushing, to feel, without worrying about anything else, to connect, not out of instinct, but because your heart truly longs to be touched. In today's video, we'll open our hearts, softly and safely, to talk about something very real, very beautiful, yet rarely spoken of with kindness. Love, intimacy, and sexual health after 60. No lectures, no judgment, just a conversation among those who've lived enough to know. Loving late in life doesn't mean loving less. It means loving fully. Love doesn't disappear with age. It simply changes shape. Someone once said, love is for the young. In old age, health is enough. But anyone who's ever been hugged tightly at 70, walked hand in hand through a chilly morning market, or had a cup of tea poured for them without a word, knows. Love never disappears. It only changes form. When we're young, love is hurried handholds, sleepless texts, burning promises. But after 60 or 70, love becomes patience. Not the feeling of having to hold on, but the desire to stay. Not a wild song, but a gentle symphony. Soft, lingering, yet profoundly deep. Love after 60 doesn't need many words. Sometimes it's just a knowing look when you forget a story halfway, a back rub on a stormy night, a small question, did you take your medicine? Or simply sitting together, doing nothing, but still feeling at peace. Have you ever experienced a love like that? Or are you still waiting for it, even once, after all the storms of life? Share your story in the comments, because sometimes your presence and your feelings can bring hope to someone else. Touch still matters. Even after youth, when we're young, hugging, kissing, and holding hands in public is easy. But as we age, touch often becomes something avoided or left unspoken. People fear being judged as improper, being told you're too old for that, or their own bodies, when they're no longer as agile, firm, or attractive as before. But here's the truth. Touch is part of being human, at any age. Science proves that even a gentle hug lowers blood pressure, eases anxiety, and raises oxytocin, the hormone of connection and trust. A hand to hold, a head resting on a shoulder, a light touch on the back during a slow walk. Not lust, not possession, but the signal of life, companionship, and the quiet words, I'm still here with you, and we can still feel each other. After 60, when partners pass away and children live in their own worlds, we need touch even more, to keep the heart from turning cold. When was the last time you hugged someone? Maybe a spouse, an old friend, or a grandchild rushing into your arms. Leave a comment about the moment of closeness that moved you most. Because sharing feelings is never out of date, no matter your age. Sexual health after 60. Rarely spoken, but deeply needed in countless conversations about aging. People talk about joints, blood pressure, or diabetes. But one essential, private, and very real topic is often left out: sexual health. Some think it's only for the young. Some feel embarrassed, ashamed, or say, "At this age, why bother?" But listen closely. The need to be close, to be loved, never retires. Sex after 60 may not be fiery or noisy like in youth, but that doesn't mean it's unimportant. Science says regular intimacy, even gentle, improves circulation, reduces stress, supports better sleep, and lengthens life. Couples who remain intimate after 60 report higher life satisfaction, less loneliness, and stronger emotional bonds. Yet, aging brings changes. Men may face erectile issues, lowered desire, or physical insecurity. Women may face dryness, discomfort, menopause, or self-consciousness. Both may fear not being the same anymore, or feel burdened by illness. The biggest issue: silence. Not asking. Not sharing. Not seeking solutions. That silence doesn't just weaken relationships. It isolates you inside your own body. But here's the good news. There are ways. Light, daily exercise. Balanced nutrition with zinc, omega-3, and vitamin E. Emotional communication with your partner. Medical checkups for hormonal or therapeutic support. Most of all, dropping shame and embracing your body with kindness. Sex after 60 is no longer just physical. It's a way of saying, I still need you. I still want to be close to you. Have you ever felt afraid to speak about this? Or have you overcome it and seen your intimacy improve? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your honest story may give someone else the courage they need. Physical and emotional changes after 60. And gentle adjustments. Do you sometimes feel, your body doesn't respond as quickly? Your emotions don't rise as easily? Or you want closeness, but fear it's not right anymore? If so, you're not alone. And there's nothing wrong. Natural changes. Women after menopause lose estrogen, causing dryness, discomfort, and lowered desire. Men lose testosterone gradually, leading to erectile issues, longer recovery, or insecurity. But the deeper issue isn't hormones, it's emotions. When you feel ashamed of your body, when you don't share with your partner out of fear, when silence lasts too long because you think, well, I'm old now. You don't just lose physical closeness. You lose a piece of love itself. The good news: you don't need to be 30 again. You just need to understand your changes and embrace what feels natural and true. Start today. Gentle, honest talks with your partner. Daily self-care. Walking, yoga, good food, hydration. Doctor's advice when needed. Lubricants, plant hormones, safe therapies. Rebuild non-sexual touch. Hand-holding, hugging, resting your head on a shoulder. Love after 60 doesn't need to be intense. It just needs to be slow enough to hear your hearts still beat for each other. The role of communication and emotion. Many couples drift apart after 60, not because love is gone, but because they stop talking. He stays silent. I'm not who I was. I don't want to disappoint you. She withdraws. I don't feel attractive. I fear you'll compare me. Distance forms. Not from bodies, but from unspoken words. But communication is the root of intimacy. When you dare to speak, gently, honestly, with love, even physical limits can be healed. One kind word can open a long closed door. One caring question can save a marriage. One quiet nod, one soft look can be more intimate than youthful embraces. Have you had a small but deep conversation that brought you closer to your partner? Share it in the comments. Your story may inspire silent hearts to find their voices again. Sex is not just physical, it's connection. In younger years, sex may be seen as about desire and the body. But after 60, you realize it's not about the body, it's about emotions. It's not about counting times or matching images from movies or books. It's about a look that says everything without words. A tight hug after a long day. A hand slipped into another while looking at old photos. Sitting side by side in silence, knowing we are still here. For each other. Experts confirm. After 60, emotional closeness matters more for happiness than frequency or physical ability. So if you've ever thought, I'm not strong enough anymore, remember, intimacy isn't just physical. It's keeping two hearts connected, warm, and alive. Loving again after loss. Is it wrong? Many after 60 or 70, having lost a lifelong partner, lock their hearts. Not because they can't love again, but because they feel they shouldn't. They fear judgment from family, neighbors, or even themselves. But no one can replace the partner you lost. And no one can replace the loneliness you live with now. To love again isn't betrayal. It's courage. It means you are still alive. You still have a heart. You still want to care. Even after loss. If your partner loved you truly, they wouldn't want you to live the rest of your days in silence and tears. You are never too old to love. Someone once asked, I'm 75. Does love still matter at my age? The answer is always yes. And it matters even more. Because love after 60 is not sweet words or hurried promises. It's deep understanding. It's a silent handhold. It's a bowl of soup when you're tired. A reminder to take your pills at night. It's laughter in a quiet home, where the heart still remembers how to care. At this age, love is not about filling emptiness. It's about sharing sunsets, even in silence. So if you still feel, if you still long, if you still remember someone's eyes, don't be afraid. You don't need to love like you did at 20. You only need to love as someone who has lived, lost, and still chooses to open their heart. If this video resonates with you, subscribe to Golden 60 Plus. We don't just share information, we listen and we walk beside you no matter your age.